Hey, welcome. I'm going to show you exactly how I rebuilt the operating system of a multi-seven-figure founder to unlock peak energy, focus, and productivity and take his business and personal life to the next level. I'm Dr. Ume Khalid, a medical doctor and strategy consultant. I've advised billion-dollar companies, startups, scale-ups on growth, M&A, and performance. Now I build performance systems for high-level founders. Eric runs two companies now. He runs a 30-person agency, trains with a personal trainer, on paper doing well, but he knew that he's leaking performance. Afternoon crashes, poor sleep, drinking on weekends, couldn't stick to habits, body plateaued despite training, and deep down, he just knew that he wasn't near his full potential. If we zoom out, as a founder, your business grows at the pace of execution, quality of decisions, times speed, times leverage. And if we break that down, it's energy, focus, and systems. I mapped Eric's surface symptoms into root causes: 2 p.m. crashes, blood sugar volatility; low drive, dopamine depletion, inflammation; poor focus, no recovery, context switching; inconsistent execution, no feedback. You can see that they're not just random issues, they're systemic dysfunctions. All founder bottlenecks come to three levers: biology, systems, identity. Identity drives your behavior. Systems enable behavior, and your behavior shape your biology, which determines your energy and your focus. So now you can see how they're all linked and how they drive business performance. I diagnosed Eric like he was an athlete, tracked daily scores, wearable data, ran bloods, audited his calendar, his belief systems, and cross-referenced everything with business output and consistency logs. Part one is building feedback loops. This is the foundation of the system we're building. Habit tracker to monitor consistency, nightly journaling and self-scoring. He'd monitor morning routine, energy, time of peak energy, low energy, mood, productivity. What did he do this day? How did he feel? And this gives so much raw data to start to map to founder performance. We would do weekly reviews against all the domains, and by going in the data, what worked, what didn't work, what do we need to do this week? We would use whiteboards to orientate his brain. What is the North Star? The key is this: the feedback loops create awareness, and awareness drives in performance. Even just two habits, a habit tracker and a nighttime review, can create 10x leverage. It anchors the entire system and can unlock consistency. Next, we stabilize his nervous system by anchoring his day with a morning routine and a wind down routine. He would log his nighttime routine before bed, and then exactly how did he sleep, verbatim, with a voice dump. Then I mapped his sleep data to build out a very specific nighttime protocol for him. Your nervous system drives your entire performance. By creating a data-driven custom routine, we could make him sleep better, think clearer, and perform at his best. Then came optimizing for execution, deep work, and focus. I mapped energy, focus, and productivity curves with what he's actually doing in his day and week, removing stacked calls with constant context switching, blocking in deep work to map with his energy peaks that we got from the previous data collection, building in specific reset rituals between work blocks to optimize his mind, and instead removing shallow dopamine drains like scrolling and multitasking, giving him very specific protocols around breathwork and meditation and visualization to remove stuck energy and adding in newer positivity that makes you think and feel like a high performer. Remember, focus is a currency as an entrepreneur, and you must protect it at all times by removing drains and keeping it locked in. Now we've got the systems created. It's time to go inside his body and optimize his biology. Remember this: reduced inflammation, constant glucose levels, and optimized hormones and neurotransmitters equals peak performance. Ultimately, performance is biological. Gave him a continuous glucose monitor to look for peaks and stabilize energy, cleaned up his diet and meal timing, added in high intensity training to boost testosterone and neurotransmitters for his brain, and taught nervous system downregulation post-stress. All of this resulted in stable energy, better execution, and much more output. I also ran a full longevity screen, so VO2 max, cardiovascular markers, metabolic health, reviewed body composition and disease risk, built out a long-term plan with medical input from my team to ensure he wasn't just performing now, but also the next 30 years. Finally, locked in identity, built out a vision board that he still reviews daily. That's actually mine. Activating his reticular activating system, which is your brain's compass for direction of travel. What's your goal? Where are you going? Dived into his mindset, reframed drinking and weekend self-sabotage, and anchored new behaviors into a new identity as I'm the guy who executes. I'm the guy who's consistent. I'm the guy who performs at a top level. And the result was like, you can see it for yourself. Here's his journal. Typically, if I'm not on a weekend bender, I'm still not very productive. But this weekend's all different. I think it's the compounding effect of sticking to my habits and consistently logging them. And then this was a month in on the right. He met a new girl, completed my meditation, getting ready to go to sleep, excited to wake up, excited about my routine. I'm very happy right now. I'm not drinking the next couple of months. I'm just very, very content, very, very happy right now. Amazing, amazing progress. The results after 90 days, more than triple deep sleep, no afternoon crashes, weekly consistency, focus score went through the roof, so he could see new business opportunities, launched a new $1 million business and a new product that's going to double revenue, lost 20 pounds, gained muscle, and got a new relationship. It's pretty good. So we didn't just fix habits, we rebuilt his operating system so he could perform at the level his business demanded. If your energy focus and productivity is holding you back, let's map it systematically. We'll diagnose your biology, systems, and bottlenecks like an MRI and rebuild you ground up with surgical precision. So book your founder diagnostic and let's get to work.